Social media check-in.
Yeah. So Nenny G. Rucker, if I'm a U.S. citizen receiving food stamps and I filed for my spouse to adjust their status, and I also have a joint sponsor, would my receiving food stamps affect my spouse's AOS application even if we have a joint sponsor?
Yes, receiving food stamps is government assistance, and they look at the totality of circumstances. If you're asking, will it affect it? Absolutely. Will it be an automatic denial? Maybe, maybe not. But affect? Absolutely. And affect negatively.
William Patrick Kamga, another Brad Squad VIP member. If I'm a green card based on DV lottery since 2016 and I have traveled a lot without staying for more than 6 months in one country, can I apply to be a citizen?
You have to be in the United States for 30 out of 60 months, no trip more than 6 months at a time, living in the state where you are filing for at least 90 days. You satisfy all those three requirements, file your citizenship.
Okay, Lisa Walker, Brad Squad VIP member. When filing my N-400, do I have to have a job, or is it sufficient if my spouse has a job?
It's fine. You don't have to have a job. The only issue with filing your citizenship is if you're working and not paying taxes, it's a problem. But no one says you have to work to become a citizen.
Sajaka Jaka on Facebook. It has been 2 months since I responded to an RFE for my medical for my employment-based I-485 application. The USCIS website shows my response was received. How many days usually USCIS takes to make a decision?
It's supposed to be 120, but these days they're taking 6 months or a year sometimes.
Maria Dixon on Facebook. If my I-485 was denied and I refiled, do I have to redo my biometrics?
Perhaps if they have your biometrics previously collected and they can use it, they may not ask you for it again these days.
Anna Lee Parker on Facebook. I was granted emergency advanced parole yesterday for 30 days, but the person at the USCIS said I might not be able to come back into the country. Should I be worried? The only criminal record I have is a restraining order from my ex-girlfriend, or my ex's ex-girlfriend, who lied to the judge to get that.
Well, I don't know what your criminal record is. Restraining order is not a criminal record. So what you said, my only criminal record is restraining order. That's not a criminal record. So what did you plead guilty to? And then we can figure it out.
Jewel Mice J. Ella Saint on Facebook. I have a dismissed appeal from the BIA and I filed an appeal to the US court which granted me a stay of removal. I have a green card through marriage. After I received the card, I filed on a joint motion with the government attorney to the BIA to reopen and terminate my case in October of 2020. Can I travel abroad while my motion is pending?
You should be able to because you have a green card, but you want to be certain, just wait for the judge to terminate your deportation.
Sarah Can on Facebook. My priority date is 2007 and I am documentarily qualified. My petitioner, who was my father, passed away last month. I was waiting for my interview letter. Do you think I should apply for humanitarian reinstatement or should I wait for an interview and tell them my father died at the interview? What should I do?
Request a humanitarian reinstatement now because they won't approve you until the case gets reinstated.
We have Ariana Broderick on YouTube. If I was booked for reckless driving due to going 100 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone in Georgia, and I was bonded out but set to appear in court in August, how will this affect my pending adjustment if charged with a misdemeanor?
Well, you have to have good moral character to adjust your status. And if you were intentionally driving recklessly at 100 miles an hour, perhaps that is not good moral character, but let's see how your case resolves itself.
Omar Matar on YouTube. I'm from Amman, Jordan. Do you think they are going to resume routine visa services / particularly tourist visas B1, B2 at US embassies around the world? And do you have any idea of specific dates and times?
I don't expect anything routine for 2021. Hopefully 2022 we'll get back to more routine. Let's see how it goes.
Sashay Kens on Facebook. How long will it take for a National Visa Center to respond to an emergency pregnancy expedited request for a spousal visa for my wife overseas?
They're not going to grant a expedite for your wife to come give birth in America. She'll give birth in her home country. Child will still be a U.S. citizen because you're the father. But that's not a humanitarian, unless there's some extraordinary medical problem that only can be resolved in America. Two more.
Nathaniel Uvater on YouTube. Can a Nigerian who is present in the U.S. apply for TPS?
No, the new TPS is for Haitians, not Nigerians. Last one.
Last one, okay. Jordan Laidlaw, YouTube. How long does it take for the National Visa Center to receive an approval notice from USCIS for a U.S. citizen to file for her sister in Jamaica?
It should be about 8 weeks, but when a U.S. citizen is filing for a sister, you're on a waiting list for so long, so even if it takes them 5 years, it's not going to make any difference, sadly. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.